Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Walking Dead video. Today's video is going to be covering Daryl Dixon, episode 1 of season 2, as we did get it last week, and we got episode 2 coming tomorrow. But as we do these videos, as we kind of break them down, talk about other subjects within the episodes, this one has been something that I have seen out there, and I kind of want to give my thoughts on it. But within the story of this first episode, Carol, of course, meets the new character of Ash, who is the one who helps her get to France and to find Daryl. And we get some backstory on who he is, where he comes from, and just the journey that he's been on during the apocalypse, what he's doing to survive, and, being introduced to what I can say is a pretty awesome character. I like this guy. I hope he stays around, but I just don't have high hopes for it. And I think that he will more than likely be killed off within the first few episodes, or he'll just disappear, or just something that's we'll be less than thrilled about, basically. But as Carol is introduced to him, as she gets to know him after they kind of have this rough patch after they first meet, because she makes the mistake of going snooping around on his property after he has offered her a safe place to heal up because she got into that car accident and got kind of banged up a little bit. He takes off to take care of some stuff, so she takes the opportunity to snoop around, and this is where she comes upon his memorial tree for his son, who he had lost in the apocalypse, I believe, in the early days. And this leads to a whole shenanigan-filled sequence where he loses power to his generators that are responsible for keeping his location locked down, and so this results in walkers flooding into the place and destroying some things, and she gets away, of course, but it's all about as they work on their friendship, I guess, and he kind of forgives her for fucking up. And they get to talking about the people that they'd lost, and this is where it gets me, and I think it gets a lot of people too. She lies about Sophia and the things that led up to her demise, and just basically feeds them this whole story about how she is still alive, or she thinks she is anyways. She's still out there, and she needs help to go and find her. And it's just a lie that I thought was completely unnecessary and just stupid, and just maybe not so much out of character for Carol, but just I did not care for it. But she feeds them the story about how Ed, who we all know was just a lunatic and just an abusive piece of crap, and how he took Sophia over to Europe to visit relatives over there right when everything went to shit, right when the world started to fall apart, and she's just kind of learned to live with it and this and that, and just feeding this sob story of hopefully he can take her over there to see if she's still alive, when I think it was just completely unnecessary. She could have told him that her friend Daryl is over there, the guy that's probably the only family she has left as far as she knows, or she considers him family. Instead, she feeds them this whole lie about Sophia, and I just think it was so stupid, and just it was not necessary for the story to go forward. She could have very easily just said, hey, my friend is over there. He went missing about a month or whatever, how long the time frame has been, and she would like him to get her over there. She has evidence that he is there over in France. Could you take me over there to help me find him? But instead, she just kind of feeds off his mourning and everything about his son, and just completely is telling him this malicious lie. And I just think it's kind of disrespectful to this character and to the loss that he has suffered. And it was just a dumb move in my opinion about what they could have done with this story, as far as they could have bonded over the loss of their children, and he probably still would have agreed to take her over there. That's the thing that gets me too. She could have told him the truth and said, hey, I lost my daughter too, so this guy is my only family that I have left. Could you help me go over there and find him? And I think just the lie was just out of character, and just it was not needed to push the story forward, when she could have very easily bonded with him over this shared trauma that they both have and what they've done to move on. Because we see, this is the episode, of course, where she kind of has that flashback of the things that happened to Sophia and the barn incident, and her staying in this barn and just having these flashbacks and being in that moment again. And I think that was all there just to help her give him this lie. And it was just a stupid move. I didn't care for it. And the whole episode, as I mentioned in my review, it was an okay episode. I didn't hate it. Definitely not the worst thing out there, but it was a very forgettable episode. the season premiere of this very hyped up show, The Walking Dead, is just kind of, I don't know. The hype is not what it used to be, and the excitement and anticipation, just all of that is just not what it used to be. And so after I watched this episode, I'm just like, that was okay. But I can just remember back to watching older episodes of Walking Dead, or hell, even The Ones Who Live, because we waited so long for Rick to return to this universe and for Michonne to see where her journey took her. And I remember watching that first episode and just being completely blown away. And just, I wanted to see the next one and the next one and the next one. Of course, that did not end the best way, and a lot of people had a lot to complain about it. But nonetheless, returning to that world with these characters, we were just like, this is amazing. I want to watch the next episode. But with this one, it's just like, ugh. And then they throw in these weak-ass story plots that just serve no purpose to the development of the characters. And especially for characters like Ash, who more than likely are going to make it to begin with. I did not care for it. I just thought it was a very lame story choice and just a missed opportunity, as far as they could have formed this deep, deep friendship over the fact that they both lost their children, and they could have talked about it and kind of been there for each other. Even though, yes, it's been several years since these events happened, they could have had this shared experience of, we lost our children, so we can have this deep connection now. But I also think maybe it's because Carol doesn't want that deep connection with anybody, because she's afraid of getting hurt, and she has this with Daryl, so that's why she's so desperate to get to him. So she's going to feed him any story that she needs to accomplish this. And there's a lot of things I think Carol did not deal with after the death of Sophia, and just everything that's happened since then, the various people that we've lost over the years, and people going missing, and just different communities rising and then falling. It's just been a whole mess, where, you know, we got to the point where she was, during the All Out War arc, she was off living by herself because she didn't like the person that she was turning into. And it's just a very sad and just poor choice of story for her, and it's just a huge missed opportunity, I think. And I think they could have done a whole lot better, and I hope the rest of the season will do better. But if you're some of the, I don't know if I would call lucky, but there was an instance, and I did a little community post about this, where the whole second season leaked online, as it does, and it leaked out there on Paramount Plus. It leaked out on a fucking streaming service, which is just beyond me. And how AMC is allowing this crap to happen, I'm sure someone lost their job over that. But the fact that the whole second season's been leaked out there, people have watched it, and so just be vigilant, watch out for spoilers and all that, because I am not going to report on spoilers or anything like that. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed talking about Daryl Dixon, Walking Dead, all of that, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and most importantly, I think at this point, share. Share the channel, get it out there, let people know about it, because I had mentioned this in my last couple videos. I got my first copyright strike over probably something very stupid, but I don't want it to halt the growth of the channel, so please, if you would be so kind, get it out there, show it to your friends, show it to your family, whatever, if they enjoy this type of stuff. But I guess that will do it, guys. I will see you later. Take care. Bye.